1987 was a kind of defining moment for traders in general, everywhere. It kind of put your discipline and kind of your risk management to the test in a way that a lot of them were just not ready for. So, one thing I prided myself on was 1987, I had 20 traders on the floor. The crash hits. We made money on the crash.
What was it like that day? You come in, like nobody knew, it was a normal day.
Well, it was a normal day, but
At first it was a normal day.
At first it was, but no. Then when things started to really
Was it just at the open and initially things started to unravel?
It was at the opening, everything was unraveling, and it was just mass craziness. And one thing I always instilled in my traders, used to drive them a little crazy, but we would hedge buying certain options that people would just not buy to hedge because they're so far out of the money.
The chance of you losing money on them is like,
right. Why am I buying this? This is throwing away money. Yeah. And my answer was because you never know. And
that's incredible foresight, by the way.
It's not necessarily incredible foresight. I mean, call it what you want to call it, but we do this to this day. We look at tail risk. We look at, not what can go right, but in an event that you have the 100-year flood.
Yeah.
And something goes wrong.
By the way, those floods happen more than one.
And now the flood happens often.
Yeah.
But at the time, there had never been any real event in our lifetime, certainly in my lifetime, that there was something like this that was so catastrophic to traders. And, I witnessed people, losing $100 million in a day.
That's insane.
It wiped out 80% of the customer base of the Chicago Board of Options Exchange, because what happened is the clearing firms on the trading floors, they just never managed risk properly.
Yeah.
They would let their traders go in and carry positions that they didn't look at it. They didn't look at that tail risk and what if. And when it happened, it just destroyed a lot of people.
Yeah.
And it also exposed who were the ones that really understood what they were doing in trading and who were the ones that didn't.
Or just got lucky along
or
the
just
way. Just rode the wave.
Well, all of a sudden, the getting lucky part, it got exposed. That those people, as I mentioned, were carted off the floor, literally on that day. And that's what happened.